Good afternoon and welcome to Ripon High School, the Tigers Den, as we have a matinee basketball game for you this afternoon on the Ripon channel. And we are glad that you are along with us watching and listening at youtube.com/Ripon channel. Today it's a girls basketball game, non-conference, as the Ripon Tigers take on the Markesan Hornets in girls play this afternoon. The Ripon Tigers overall, 6 wins, 14 losses. They are 2-7 in the East Central Conference. The Markesan Hornets, 12-6 overall, and they are 8-3 in the Trailways West Conference. Pretty evenly matched teams. Both schools score about 40 points a game. And as far as size goes, as we can tell on the court here, they are about matched up. As usual, I'm with my matinee friend today, Marty Ernzer. I'm Lynn Krause. And Marty, what do you think?
It's Saturday afternoon. You say matinee, I'm thinking of Abbott and Costello on a 2 o'clock movie. But
yeah.
No, it's a sporting event. And you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. You said it. They each average 40 points apiece. Now, that's in different conferences. Interestingly enough, they also average 4 made threes per contest, and they also average 8 steals per contest. Slight difference on assist, 11 to Markesan, give 8 to Ripon. This is going to be kind of an interesting storyline within the game itself. That being coming from respective different conferences, a 12-6 conference record for Markesan, a 2-7 for Ripon. Hey. Does that tell us that, hey, Ripon's supposed to lose by double digits? I think not. But you did make an interesting comment prior to going onto the air, and that was looking at common opponents. And Markesan has fared better than Ripon with those common opponents. That tells me Markesan might be stronger with the ball. We're going to find out. Yeah. But this used to be a great rivalry 10, 15, and 20 years ago when Skip Laper was at the helm for Markesan. Bill Peters, one of the head coaches at that time for the Ripon Tigers. But I'm looking forward to it.
Well, the common opponents, as we mentioned, Marty, first for Ripon, first game of the season, the Tigers lost to North Fond du Lac. Second game of the season, Markesan defeated North Fond du Lac. As far as Winneconne goes, Markesan lost by 22 to the Wolves. The Tigers lost once by 19, and then just on Thursday lost by 37. So that was quite a bit. As far as Berlin, common opponent, the Hornets defeated the Indians by 13, whereas Ripon split with Berlin, losing by 18, and then just last week winning by 5. What do you take into it? I guess it's hard to say, but nonetheless, those are the facts.
Yeah. And so up until the derailment by Winneconne a couple nights ago at the hands by Ripon falling to the Wolves quite easily, being overwhelmed and outmatched, I think Ripon's been playing pretty good basketball. You would concur.
I think so.
In the latter stages of the season, our home games that we've covered, they've played pretty good basketball. So confidence is what sports is all about, having it or their lack of. And so I think Ripon will come into this game defending their own Tiger Den with a decent amount of confidence. And you've heard me say this oftentimes. People like Bryn Carlson, who is so unselfish, and even having said that, she leads the team in scoring, rebounding, and assist. She has to be a little more hunting, if you will, her shot, I think. The team needs it. And then other than that, I like what I see. I think what might be an issue today with the visitors, the Hornets, is that center. I mean, you got a space eater. Ripon doesn't really have a person. Resop, the junior, is as close as we got. She has a penchant for getting in foul trouble. So that might be a big telling issue there with the 6'1 center that Ripon's going to be going against.
Yeah. To give our listeners and viewers an idea of Markesan, their enrollment is 243. Ripon's is around 460.
Right.
And with the way the WIAA has schools switching conferences all the time, the Trailways West has these schools in it. Partyville leading with a 9-1 conference record. They're
That's right.
15-4 overall. Other
That's right.
schools, Fall River's in second. Randolph is tied
Never heard
along
of that.
with Markesan.
Never heard of that school. Okay.
Then Princeton Green Lake, the co-op school. Cambria Friesland.
Another co-op school.
Montello, and then Rio. So those are the schools that Markesan plays against in the Trailways West.
Yeah. Does the Princeton Green? What's the mascot for Princeton Green Lake? Is it the Tiger Shark?
Tiger Sharks.
Yeah. Tiger being that was the Princeton Tigers, and then when they formed together, they thought of water and the Green Lake Lakers, and so they made it a. Yeah.
I guess Tiger.
Very clever. Somebody got a big promotion in the school district, and
I think they had students draw or invent the logo as well,
which would be always a good idea.
Which is kind of a neat logo. I haven't seen it for a while, but I have seen it in the past.
Yeah.
But regardless, the old Tiger Sharks.
Back to the conference you're referring to with the Trailways West, you look at the top 4 teams, 9-1, and then 3 teams at 8-3, duking it out in a food fight for second place, and then everybody else falls off below 500. It's pretty much the same way in the East Central Conference,
right?
You got your top 4 teams in East Central, and then you got your bottom 4, if you will. So, just an observation.
Yeah, Kettle Moraine Lutheran still undefeated, and Winneconne right behind at 9-1. But we're excited for a good game today. It is also a Winterfest here at Ripon, so there's going to be a big dance tonight.
I remember that as a 9th and 10th grader before relocating to Colorado. The feds were on to me, and it was a great time.
Yeah,
a lot of outdoor activities and contests, kind of like homecoming, only with snow.
And we didn't get the great amount of snow that was being predicted by every weather person in the area. Tell you what, we've got the tip-off coming up here, starting lineups as well. But there's no band today. Sam Erickson taking the day off. So let's pause as we honor America with our national anthem. And this, Marty, it's our 4th game of the week. Marty, our 4th game of the week.
Yes.
So if our viewers find us a little exhausted, I guess we'll know why, right?
We've been together we couldn't be any closer than conjoined twins. That's how it's been, my friend. We've been so busy together.
All right, well, we're gonna.
You got these guys. Okay.
I'm getting the starters for the Hornets here, and we'll pass them along. They have heights finally for the girls. Number 4, Carly Olson, 5'5" junior. Peyton Jenkins, 5'6" sophomore. Riley Hoffman, 5'7" junior. Brianna Belter, 5'10" junior. And Lauren Moldenhauer, she's the tall girl, 6'1" and a senior. And the Hornets coached by Jake Vandenberg. Tigers with their usual starters here. Bryn Carlson, the senior. Reese Brooks, the junior. Emma Reesop, the junior. Libby Gatsky, the senior. Adeline Nodal, the senior. So that's how the Tigers will start. And we're excited to get things rocking and rolling in the Tigers Den on this Saturday afternoon. The officials are set. There's 3 of them. There's 2 of us. So let's get going.
3 plus 2, that's 7. Yeah.
Kind of a sparse crowd, I guess, as you might expect.
I don't see the typical people that sit down below us, so there's something going on.
Markesan brought a good crowd today.
Could be a basketball game at Carthage. All kinds of things. Yeah, could be the Winter Carnival festivities you mentioned earlier.
Let's see. Riley Hoffman is going to jump center for the Hornets against Emma Riesop.
Riesop has to have a good game, I think.
Riesop will win the toss over to Reese Brooks.
And the other thing, speaking of Reese Brooks, she's starting to show some offense from the beyond the three-point line. So keep an eye on her today for that. Nice pass. Wasn't looking for it. Got deflected.
And Markesan will start off in a man-to-man defense. That pass from Riesop to Gatsky out of bounds, but Bryn Carlson will inbound for the Tigers underneath the Ripon basket right side. And gets it to Riesop. Little jumper. No good. And Libby Gatsky is tied up. And are we going to have a held ball?
Nope, he's going to call a foul.
Nope, it's a held ball. And
well, he didn't give the
I know. Maybe his arms are tired. I don't know. But
he's been reffing for 67 years, I believe.
Possession arrow goes to the Hornets. Underneath, a little jumper was good by Brianna Belter.
Nice job, Belter. Little half hook into the face of Gatsky.
So the Hornets will start the game off with their 2 points. Ripon's second possession here now.
Hey, man-to-man, Ripon should be just fine offensively in the half court against a man-to-man.
Okay, Reese Brooks to Nodoff. She's going to drive the lane to the free throw line. Goes back to Brooks. Fakes.
Good move.
And now goes cross court to Emma Riesop. Left side. She'll hit the baseline. Turns around. Goes to Carlson. And Carlson taking her time. Looking for something to do.
Good defense.
And she'll go back out to Nodoff.
The point guard, Noldoff, give her a better angle to make that pass out on top.
Here's Riesop driving to the basket. She has the stop, but blocked by Lauren Moldenhauer. She had the inside, but blocked from behind.
Yeah. You saw that in last night's game. Refs didn't allow those blocks.
And now Riesop steals the ball on a pass. It's a held ball. Tigers will get the possession this time. So, good deal for Ripon.
Like I said, there's no pressing on Ripon. There is no zone in the half court, at least at this point for Ripon. Ripon should be able to do just fine in their half court.
There's Brooks to Gatsky in the corner. Back to Brooks. She'll drive the baseline. Little shot up, no good. Moldenhauer the rebound for the Hornets.
That's a tough shot there, going with right-handed, going to that left baseline. Here's
Belter with it. Back out on top to Hoffman. Belter again. No, this is Peyton Jenkins. I beg your pardon. Over to Carly Olson.
We'll forgive you.
All right. Here's Jenkins. Now posting underneath there. That's Belter.
That's better defense that time by Gatsky on Belter.
And she had to bring it back out.
Yeah,
so
in fact,
Olson
she only has Belter with the only points of the game so far.
And Ripon's also in a man-to-man defense. Now Moldenhauer.
Good.
She's going to turn around shot. No good. The ball is bouncing around. Who's going to grab it? It's going to be a held ball. Nope. Markesan will come away with it.
Get up.
Now a little jumper, no good. And Nodoff had position. She's fouled on the rebound.
Yeah, that'll go against that foul against Olson. You can see the size differential underneath on the rebounding, so keep your eyes on that, because right now Ripon had some pretty good position and still didn't matter. They were able to play over the top of the Ripon defense.
So Ripon comes the other way on the offensive side after the foul, which is a first-team foul of the half. Oh, there's an
easy call.
Oh, man. There goes Adeline Modoff.
Well, thank God.
Causing mayhem again on the floor.
Thank goodness it was Noldoff, because anybody else would have asked to come out of the game. My goodness.
She got leveled.
No, that floor is not soft either.
Oh, man. All right, here's Gatsky with it over to Riesop.
Boy.
It went through her hands, out of bounds. It goes to Markesan.
Too soft with the ball, Ripon. Too soft.
Just 2 points in the game, and that's by the Hornets, leading 2-0.
Yeah.
We're just about 3 minutes in.
That was their first possession. That's the only good shot we've seen. Other than that, Riesop had a good look at a shot, came up short.
Riley Hoffman had the ball knocked away by Carlson, almost a steal.
Yeah, almost a foul, actually, too.
And the reach.
The refs aren't calling the reaches yet, so let's keep an eye on that as well.
Well, it's still early. Big pass to Moldenhauer, and Nodoff will knock the ball out of bounds.
Like I said, they're allowing the reach. That one was from behind, knocking away the entry lob pass to the center for Markesan.
Carly Olson will inbound it, and she gets it into the lane, but back out on top to the right corner. Nice knocked away. That time it's a foul.
That's what they've all been fouls, quite frankly. They're just going to have to decide how they're going to call this. by not calling these reach-ins, you're going to have a sloppy game. So let's see if they start reeling that call in a little bit and getting the whistle.
That foul was on Emma Riesop, her first team. Here's a three. No good on the left side there by Olsen.
Good.
And Reese Brooks runs down the rebound.
Oh, she cleared it out well.
And now it's a travel as Nodolf.
Slow down the brain.
Yeah, she couldn't decide what she wanted to do with it.
Slow down mentally. You know, we had that last night. The boys came out so strong, but when they had the ball on offense, their motors mentally were running too fast, and they just kept making too many mistakes. So you gotta be calm under fire here.
There's Belter with it.
It's still just 2-0, folks.
Moldenhauer way out on top. Get a lot of position there.
Well, that's fine because that center's not going to take her off the dribble. Good-looking shot there.
Three, no good by Riley Hoffman. Rebound by the Tigers. Here's Riesop, and she tries to get it to Carlson, but just slightly late
the problem
and knocked
is
out of bounds.
It's just too late because even if she catches that, she's behind the backboard.
So Carlson will inbound it for Ripon, and she will have to go way out on top to Reese Brooks. So Brooks will have it.
Come on, trust your left hand. Let's go.
Corner by Riesop, looking to do something with it, and a bounce pass to Nodolf on the wing, right side.
No.
There's Brooks.
Okay, they've gone to a zone now.
Yeah, they have. And here's Carlson driving the baseline left, but she will go cross court. Nodolf three. No good. Rebound. Kept alive by Riesop.
No call.
And it was knocked out of Gatsky's hands, but it will be Ripon ball.
14 checking in.
Now in for the Hornets, we have 14, Harper Dornfeld. She's just a freshman. And then also number 40, Taylor Modero, just a sophomore.
Carlson has not gotten involved with the offense yet.
Here's Riesop in the lane, but she's going to dip it out for a three. No good. Rebound, Moldenhauer of the Hornets. So Ripon cold, not getting good shots.
I like this idea. Carlson picking up the ball early.
On Hoffman, Riley Hoffman with it. Now we're back over here. That's Dornfeld. Hoffman.
Check. You want to test Hoffman with the ball. How strong is she with her other hand?
There we go to Jenkins. They're going around in circles on the outside of the three-point line. That's where they're passing. Kind of pass and cut, pass and cut. Ripon remains in the man.
They want to feed the center.
And there it is, but it went through her hands. They tried to get it to Moldenhauer.
Now they got her trapped.
Went through her hands. Reese Brooks picks it up, and she has called a timeout. So 13 minutes, 2 seconds remaining in this first half. Low-scoring affair here. Markesan 2, Ripon yet to score. Hopefully in this timeout, Ripon will have a set-up play.
Yeah, if you don't, it's a crime.
Well,
you know, we didn't talk about leading scorers. Peyton Jenkins, Carly Olsen, Lauren Moldenhauer. Guess what? They all average 8 points a game, basically. For Ripon, it's Bryn Carlson with 12. Adeline Mayhem Nodolf is 10. Emma Riesop also 8. And then when it comes to rebounding, Moldenhauer and Jenkins are 8 and 5 boards respectively. Bryn Carlson and Emma Riesop are 10 and 8 respectively. So Bryn Carlson gives you double-digit rebounds and scoring per game. And the thing here is she hasn't had a good look. So at this point in that 1-2-2 zone they're looking at, give Markesan defense credit.
Here's Emma Riesop with the ball. She's going to try the baseline, but was stopped. Has to go back now to Rooks.
Why go
Same
to that
baseline.
Why do that? Nope. I don't understand.
Brenna Flanagan's in for the Tigers for Gatsky. Here's Carlson with it, top of the circle. Back to the right side. There's a three by Riesop. No good. Rebound up. Lauren Moldenhauer.
So they're 0 for 3 on 3 so far, Ripon. None of those really even close. They're going to have to figure out something else. They didn't make hay when it was man-to-man, Ripon, and now they went to that zone, and it just becomes that much more difficult for Ripon against the zone.
Markesan also having a struggle here to score some points. They tried to get it to Moldenhauer, but Emma Riesop knocked it away. The pass from Harper Dornfeld.
Great read by Moldenhauer.
So that seems to be the MO, Marty. They're trying to move the ball around so they can get Moldenhauer the ball underneath.
Well, that's what you do. You go side to side with your offense, and then you feed the post when it's available and you have the right angle.
There's
lackadaisical pass there by an easy pickup.
A miscue. Ripon picks it up.
Oh, my.
And Carlson's pass, probably going to Flanagan, was behind in the turnover. So the Hornets will come the other way once again. And they try to go to Moldenhauer underneath. Too far. Out of bounds to Ripon.
This is a game where each team is saying, beat me.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. I mean, the turnovers.
Well,
here we go.
Here we go. Comes Adeline Nodoff across the timeline for Ripon. Goes over to the right side. That's Reese Brooks with the ball. Tries to get it to Reesop. She has position. Lays it up in. Emma Reesop strong to the glass.
And they're letting them play because I've seen a lot of, playing defense behind you, behind the ball, and they're letting it go, which is fine if they do that throughout the game.
So for the Hornets, making a nice drive down there was Harper Dornfeld.
Yeah.
She got her own rebound after the miss.
Yeah, she did.
And so now Markesan gets a second chance. Here's a pass that was late and almost stolen by.
Well, she threw it into the hands.
Nodolf, yeah.
Into the bad guy.
And then there's a three, which is no good, and the Tigers will get the ball back. And substitutions, we have Anna Buchholz coming in and Libby Gatsby coming in.
I want to see Anna Buchholz. This is a game that Anna Buchholz is going to assert herself. I've seen enough of her style of play. She should be comfortable.
Out goes Reesop and Brooks. Here's Buchholz for three. No good off the front of the rim. The rebound to Olsen.
Good
and
boxing out by
again.
Markesan on being that they were in a zone.
So here come the Hornets.
Don't foul like that.
To the left side. Here we go. Dornfeld. Oh, nice move to the lane. Dishes it off. No shot. And Markesan is going to have an over and back call here.
Well, are you kidding me?
The ball goes out of bounds in front of the scores table, and it's Ripon's ball.
It was over back, and he didn't blow his whistle. And the luck of Ripon was that it dribbled out of bounds anyway. So at the end, Ripon got what they deserved, the ball.
Exactly. And here's Flanagan now on the right side. And Flanagan tries to go to Gatsky, but we have a foul and a reach against the Hornets. And let's see. It's going to be on Riley Hoffman, her first personal. It's the third team. And so Bryn Carlson will inbound the ball for the Tigers, and she'll go to the right corner. Nodoff going to make a move to the basket, lays it up, and no good.
No
and the
foul.
Rebound comes out of there.
No foul.
And a held ball is called. Peyton Jenkins had possession of the rebound. And then Adeline Nodoff and Buchholz held up the ball.
What?
And possession change goes to Markesan.
How do you not call a foul? Nodoff went flying on a hit from behind from a player wearing blue right in front of the official, and he calls for a held ball.
Emma Reesop returns to the lineup for the Tigers. All right, here's Markesan again. Hoffman cutting across the lane. A shot blocked by Reesop. Moldenhauer ends up with it, and now we're going to have a foul.
Oh, Emma, it's got to be on Emma Reesop from the reach from behind.
I think so.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was a foul.
Yep, it is. Emma Reesop going to get her second personal here in this first half. And that's the second team. So Reese Brooks will come in. Reesop will stay in the game, and Nodoff goes out.
I don't know if these guys were out ice fishing late last night, these referees, but I am not impressed.
Maybe they got up early Spurgeon spearing.
Sturgeon
spearing.
Spurgeon, but you must have been with them.
There's a three, no good. Rebound to the Hornets. To the left side, and that's going to be Olsen. Goes over to Jenkins here. Again, there's a three left side. Magic corner, no good. Moldenhauer the rebound for the Hornets. Now a drive up into the lane, shot no good.
Let's go.
By Olsen, and
you got to
Carlson
do it
the rebound.
on your own.
Here's Reese Brooks. Oh, she dribbled it off her knee out of bounds. It's a turnover.
I don't think she knew what she wanted to do. When she caught that, she wasn't going to be able to stop and shoot a three because there was on her flank she had a defender. Carlson has to get more involved with the offense. She has not been involved whatsoever.
Sophie Parafinick, the sophomore, comes into the game for the Tigers, and Emma Riesop will go out with those 2 fouls. The Hornets on the possession here with Dornfeld, Olsen, and Dornfeld again. Now Hoffman. Almost tried a 3, drive to the lane, but Peyton Jenkins brought it back out. It's in the left corner now.
The question one asks oneself, nope, that's not going
There's
anywhere.
A 3. No good. The ball's on the floor. Carlson has it, and she's able to get it to Reese Brooks. And Reese Brooks now to the left side, going to Parafinick to Carlson. She's going to drive
Dribble,
in the
jump
lane.
stop.
Shot up, no good, and she drew a foul.
And that's Carlson getting involved with the offense. If you give her the 3, she would have took it. There was a closeout. She took him off the dribble. Dribble, jump stop. Almost went for a 3-point potential play. It's going to have to earn it the old way with 2 free throws.
Brianna Belter, the foul, her first, team's 4th. And yes, Bryn Carlson gets 2 free throws, and she makes the first one. Points at a minimum here
Well,
today.
I don't see how either team is going to come close to their average
40,
based on the first half.
8 minutes, 32 seconds remain in the first half, and with that free throw, it's now the Tigers 3 and the Hornets 2 as we await Carly Olsen to tie her shoe.
Yeah, this basket could double them up.
It could, and let's see, it looks good, and it is. My Nostradamus comes into play on that one. Here's Carly Olsen now across the timeline, going to Peyton Jenkins. Belter underneath to Moldenhauer, but too far, and it's a turnover to Ripon. And now coming in is Adeline Nodolf, and out will go Carlson. Nope, Carlson stays in. Brenna Flanagan goes out. I was thinking you want to keep Carlson in for all the offensive purposes.
For everything.
For
defensive
everything.
Purposes as well.
Here's Nodolf coming up across the timeline. She stops right side. That's Carlson with the ball, making a
Good
move.
ball screen.
Now goes to Reese Brooks, back to Parafinick.
Oh, shoot the 3.
And there's Carlson again.
Oh, you're working to get a good look, and you get it, and then you don't even look at the rim.
Reese Brooks, Nodolf driving the baseline, shot up, no good. Moldenhauer the rebound.
Good take. Nothing wrong with that.
Little floater.
Okay, get on the ball, who's ever got it.
Peyton Jenkins brings it up. Over now to Riley Hoffman. There's a 3, and it's good by Carly Olsen.
Why not Ripon do the same thing? You had a good look, and you didn't even look. Triple threat, they call it. Catch, look at the rim.
So the Hornets now up 5-4. Nodolf, Carlson, left side Parafinick. No dribble, just a pass now to Nodolf. She's going to make a move. Nope, she stops. Goes to Brooks. Long
Deep
3. Off glass, no good. Rebound, Carly Olsen.
I don't know. Shot selection. They've given up good looks, and they're taking more difficult shots right now. Ripon's just, I don't know. I'm surprised to see Ripon coming out as flat as they are here today.
Here's Hoffman with the ball. Nodolf on her. Goes to the right side into the corner. That's Jenkins. Tipped away by Gatsky, but Jenkins picks it up. And now it's stolen away by Bryn Carlson. She has a layup left side. Good.
I think Ripon got away with a reach foul there. But like I said, these officials are kind of sleeping here today. So you can say that the good news is they're letting everybody play the same way.
And the Tigers regain the lead 6-5. There's a jump shot by the free throw line, no good. Moldenhauer the rebound, her shot up, no good. And fighting for the board is Bryn Carlson, and we're going to have a foul.
Well, if you were going to call the foul, I would have called that probably 2 seconds earlier, because by the time Carlson got out there fighting for that rebound, it was kind of like a nothing burger.
So Brianna Belter picks up her second foul. It's the team's 5th of the half for the Hornets. All right, Parafinick in. She's been getting extended playing time. Emma Riesop with 2 fouls. Nodolf right side, Parafinick again. And she's going to go here to Reese Brooks. Brooks and a free throw line.
Spacing is messed up for Ripon right now.
Nodolf, Brooks, now Carlson. There's Gatsky in the lane, and she turns to her left to shoot. Shot no good. The ball is rebounded by Peyton
That was
Jenkins.
a good no pass from Gatsky. She wanted to go down the lane to Carlson. It would have been a disaster. Good decision by her. Took a decent shot, just didn't fall.
All right, into the right corner with it is Olsen. Olsen now to Dornfeld. All the way over to the left, making a baseline move. A little jumper shot's no good. And the ball goes out of bounds. And it
off
is
the foot of
Ripon's
number
ball.
40.
Yep.
Off the foot of Modro.
So it's Tigers basketball. And Brenna Flanagan will return to the lineup. Parafinik comes out for Ripon. Now for Markesan. Riley Hoffman in. Carly
Ripon
Olsen
just looks flat. There's no, I don't know what it is. They're not working cohesively, I guess would be how I would best describe it.
There's Adela Nodoff now, right side. Flanagan, she's going to take the three. Why not? It's short. Rebound comes out of there to Modro. And the Hornets trailing by one.
This is a game that if one team can figure it out, they I don't know how to describe this. It's ragtag.
Here we go with Hoffman way out on top now is Dornfeld. Over to the right side again, Hoffman. Looking. We'll go to the top of the circle. Back now to the right side with Hoffman.
The denial is pretty good.
There's the post up. The shot is up and no good. Peyton Jenkins, she's fouled on the play. Nope, is that
Gatsky?
Modro. I'm sorry.
Gatsky is outsized there on that matchup, and it was a good feed. She had Gatsky on her hip, and it was a good feed to the target hand by Modro. Short.
And she misses the first free throw. Taylor Modro is a 5'9" sophomore.
But she played, I mean, look at her. She's thick. She's bigger than 5'9" play-wise.
And the second one is good by Taylor Modro. Her first point tonight. And it's tied at 6-6. 4:45 remains in the first half. Here is Nodoff. Tries to get it into Gatsky, but it was kicked by a Hornet player. And Ripon will retain possession.
Ripon cannot play against the zone. They can't shoot it, and they can't feed the post on it, and it's been an issue all season.
All right, here's Bryn Carlson.
Let's see what they do here.
Trying to set up the offense for the Tigers.
And it's a soft zone. I mean, it's a collapsed zone. There's a good shot.
Yeah, the shot by Nodoff after the defender fell down was no good. Rebounded by Modro.
The zone is compact for Markesan, and so therefore you should be able to get some good looks.
Modro underneath, but then she brings it out to the free throw line. Shot no good, and Brooks the rebound
Head up,
for
look,
Ripon.
give her the ball. There you go.
And there's Flanagan with it. Back to Brooks. Brooks will go right side. Nodoff. A three by Carlson. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound being fought for. It's on the floor. And Flanagan had it taken away from her by Riley Hoffman.
Flanagan needs to dive to the floor for that ball. She stood there very gingerly and bent over and tried to pick it up. You get to the floor on those 50-50 balls.
All right, left side on the wing is Hoffman. Back to the right side. That's Dornfeld. Top of the key. Back to the left again. Playing catch beyond the three-point line. And that's what they're doing. Top of the circle, Hoffman. Left side, Jenkins. There's Dornfeld. Back to the right. Trying to get it underneath.
Nice
the Modro was a little long, out of bounds to Ripon.
Denied there by Gatsky again. They see something they like. Markesan trying to attack that. Got some more changes back in. It looks like Moldenhauer re-entries for the Bumblebees.
And Parafinik comes in for the Tigers. Flanagan goes out. I think Flanagan might have hurt her right knee on that going down to the floor, but I'm not sure. All right, so here we go. Gatsky's tied up there, and it's a held ball. Ripon will remain possession.
Gatsky's got to figure out that during the season and the games we're doing, when she dribbles to that right baseline, usually bad things are happening. She needs to say, you know, I'm going to try something else.
Yeah, you get double teamed pretty quickly there.
And you're doing it pretty slow, too. You're letting that double team occur.
All right, Carlson tried to get it to Gatsky, but what a save by Harper Dornfeld to Moldenhauer. And the next thing you know, the Hornets come back with the ball on the offensive end. Trying to get it to Moldenhauer. They do. Off glass shot. Good.
Well, that time she wasn't guarded. I don't know what happened there. The defense checked out.
So now the Hornets retake the lead. 8-6 here in the first half. And there's a reach. No foul.
That's what I'm talking about.
my gosh.
They should, at halftime, just call your own fouls. Let these guys head out.
All right, here's Carlson. To the left, like they do in
noon ball.
Noon ball,
yeah.
I was going to say. Here's Carlson, and no good. Nodoff got the rebound, and she was fouled from behind.
Begrudgingly, he blew his whistle. The ref underneath on the baseline, it's 4 feet in front of him. He didn't blow that thing.
That foul comes with 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the first half. Tigers can tie it here with 2 free throws.
Game like this, these
are huge free throws.
Absolutely.
You got that right. The foul, by the way, is on Harper Dornfeld, her first, team 6th.
Nope.
And that one is no good. Rebound out of there to Brianna Belter. And the Hornets will bring it up with Dornfeld. There's a 3 left wing for Markesan, no good. Carlson tried to run it down. It was saved from going out of bounds by the Hornets. The ball is loose on the floor, and Nodoff picks it up, and she's fouled as she picked it up. Ripon will go to the line 1-1.
If you're Ripon, you want to get a whistle, you got to understand it's going to take a pretty good hit, okay? Think of it much like a lacrosse game without the stick.
So coming in for the Hornets is Peyton Jenkins. It's 1-1 for Adeline. She has to make the first to get the second, and she does not.
She was long on her last 2.
And Belter got the rebound.
That's too bad.
So Markesan still is in the lead, 8-7 in the first half. All right, to the right side, it's the Hornets with the ball again. And now to the left. Tries to go to Moldenhauer underneath. They get it. Shot up, no good off glass. Markesan the rebound, though. Now it's on the floor. And Adeline Nodoff ties up the Markesan player.
They'll keep the ball.
And they will keep the ball.
Ripon got shoved under the rim that time on the after the shot. They didn't box out, and they got shoved underneath the rim. And that's why offensive putback was the play for Markesan. Got to hold your ground.
There's a 3 by the Hornets off glass, no good. That was Dornfeld with the shot. Reese the rebound for Ripon. And let's see, we're going to go now to Parafinic to Nodoff. She's going to drive. Oh, had it stolen away, but there's a foul. She got kind of hit in the face a little bit.
The play on the ball looked clean. The knockaway with the hand, it was clean. And a lot of times guards just leave their feet, especially on layups, not so much on the drive. She's got to make these free throws.
Carly Olson, second personal, 8th team. Again, it's 1-1, and it's no good. But Carlson runs down the rebound for the Tigers on the offensive end. Much needed rebound now. It's Nodoff again into the lane. Gatsky for 3. She dumps it out. Good! Libby Gansky puts the Tigers back in the lead, 10-8.
Carlson with a big smile. Let's see if that gives more confidence to number 10.
There's Markesan making a move. Little travel, I thought, but no, shot's no good by Olson. It's rebounded by the Tigers, and Carlson comes away with it. To Parafinic, she'll shoot a 3. And it's off the front of the rim, and the rebound by Jenkins. She gets it now over to Hoffman, and we're under a minute to play.
Well, the pace of the game has now changed substantially.
Taking a shot up there, no good by Belter. Rebound is tied up underneath with Carlson, and Ripon retains possession.
You know, I felt going into this game, Ripon's going to win, just looking at primarily because they're evenly matched statistically, but more so the strength of respective conferences. But I didn't expect a food fight like this, and it's. But you know what? The more I watch the body language of Ripon, they're fine with it.
Here's Reese Brooks with it, and she goes now to Gatsky. Looking, we'll go back to Parafinic, to Nodoff, to Carlson, to Brooks in the corner.
Don't even if you don't have to take the dribble, don't. Just keep moving the ball, get that zone to shift.
Brooks, top of the key, left side Carlson. We're at 20 seconds in the half. Carlson will go to Nodoff. 3, drives to the right baseline. Shot up, blocked by Moldenhauer. Picked up by Parafinic with 10 seconds to go. Here is Carlson making a move. She backs in. She's going to have to get rid of it. She does to Reese Brooks with 3. Her shot's no good. And that will end the first half. So the first half was not pretty, but it has ended.
Well, the good news is it will not take you long to do the halftime scoring.
That's for sure. So our score at the half is Ripon 10, Markesan 8. And yes, the scoring will not take long. We'll start with the visiting Hornets here with 8 points on the half. Carly Olson has 3, Brianna Belter 2, and Lauren Moldenhauer 2, and Taylor Modrow 1. That adds up to 8. For the Tigers, they have 10, and Bryn Carlson leads the way with 4. Emma Resop 2, Libby Gatsky 3, Adeline Nodoff 1, and my math, Marty, from Randolph High School says 10.
Mm-hmm.
So that is our score, 10-8, and that's how it is.
Well, a game like this, Ripon better start making their free throws because it's a close game.
Yeah.
It's going to be close. Nothing's being called, basically, in terms of fouls. So you have to adapt to that. And I think for the most part, both teams have. They realize it's more like playground ball and a lot of reaches and a lot of bumping and all that's all allowed, evidently. I'm not even sure what to make of this. I have to process this myself, just kind of think about what's going on because I think I don't know. The good news, Ripon doesn't do good against zones historically because against a zone you have to be able to shoot. Ripon doesn't. So they try to feed the post, and that doesn't work for them either. So I think what you have to do if you're Ripon, you have to understand when they play a zone against you, their zone is shrunk. In other words, that's really their 1-2-2 that Markesan was playing in their half-court zone. It's not out on the perimeter. Ripon should be comfortable with the ball facing the basket and making things happen. Because Markesan doesn't close out on them, they should be making more hay while that sun is shining. I want to see if they make any adjustments at all, what it's going to be. But don't keep trying to bounce pass into the high post because you're going to get the ball stolen. As far as Markesan's concerned, I think their assignment's a lot easier. They play good defense overall. I think they do good on the boards. And we talked about it. They're feeding the Battleship. Battleship's going up the lane line, giving a good target hand. There's nobody that can match up with that. Emma Resop went out early with foul trouble, and they hit that high hand, target hand, and she's got the layup. So Ripon has to have an answer for that. Other than that, I think these teams are evenly matched.
Okay. All right, well, I'll tell you what, we'll take a couple of minutes break here, and then we'll come back with, some numbers and some other hijinks that we'll come up with, and then we'll have the start of the second half. So we will be back here in just a few minutes. You are listening to the Ripon Channel. All right, welcome back to Ripon High School, the Tigers Den. We're glad that you're watching and listening at youtube.com/Ripon Channel. It's a Saturday afternoon matinee girls basketball here at Ripon High School today. And the Tigers hosting the Markesan Hornets. It certainly hasn't been a pretty affair or a very high-scoring affair as the Tigers lead the Hornets by a score of just 10-8. As Marty had mentioned in our pregame, both schools are averaging 40 points a game, and Marty, we're going to be hard-pressed to hit that here this afternoon.
Hey, I'll just go out on a limb and say that final score was going to – I don't know who's going to win now. I thought Ripon would be able to do it. I flip a coin, but I think the final score I'm going to say will be 36 to 29. And I don't know who's going to win.
Well, okay. Well, let's hope that it's our Ripon Tigers.
Who do you got on the over-under tomorrow in the Super Bowl?
Oh, well, I'm going to
over-under is 48.5. Will there be combined 48, 49 points in the game?
I would go on the over on that.
Okay.
And I think it's Kansas City by 1.5. I would take the Eagles plus the 1.5.
I agree. So. We finally agree on something. I agree on the Eagles. I think collectively as a team, the Eagles are better. Obviously, Mahomes is the magic man. And if it's a close game, and obviously if it's a close game and the Chiefs have the ball towards the end, they're going to do their one-score margin victory again. But I just think the Eagles' running game and their physical defense, I think they can actually get home on Mahomes. I think they can get to him.
Yeah. I think Saquon Barkley's going to have a big day tomorrow.
I hope so.
I just do.
I hope so. But if they're thinking what we just said, if their attention is going to be to shut down his run game, then that means the passing game is going to be there. The short passing game, medium-range passing game will be there for Philly. But they're not paying us the big money to talk about that, are they?
They're paying us the big money to talk about girls basketball and also other numbers. What do you got for us, Marty?
Well, did you know there's a three-point challenge sponsored by the WIA held? It goes down to Saturday, March 15th. You have to have a minimum 100 shots by the end of the regular season.
Okay.
And they do it by division. The top two players of each division shooting percentage on the three. Right now in Division I, Addison Baumgart of Kaukauna is shooting 47% from beyond the three-point line. In Division II, well, let me stay with Division I. Rowan Klinschmidt, the younger sister of the starting guard for the Badgers that won today over Iowa, is shooting 41%. And then Ella Sweeney from Appleton East is at 40%. In Division II, no area school, but the gal from Lakeland is in the best shooting percentage in Division II is 43%. In Division III, Jada Kaiser from Winneconne, 42%.
Wow.
She's the number one.
Yeah.
At number 10, Finley Morgan from Laconia at 35%. In Division IV, Hattie Schoen of Westfield, we know about her.
Right, yeah.
44%, she's in the 2 spot. And then in Division V, no area player, but Jordan Jaglinski is 51 of 106, shooting 48%. Assumption High School out of Wisconsin Rapids.
Boy, and three-point shooting at 48%, that's really remarkable.
Well, 1989 to 1992, Tony Bennett still holds the NCAA Division III record, or Division I record in college career shooting 49.7% on the three ball. And, of course, Tony Bennett also had a wonderful song, I Left My Heart in San Francisco, which is number 23 as most significant song in the 20th century.
And I listened to little Tony Bennett earlier, and the song was Just in Time. Love that song.
Just in time, I let you just in time.
All right, so Markesan gets the ball to start the second half.
Turned it over.
All
right.
The Tigers with an opportunity to increase their lead here.
Emma Reesop with the mango shoes.
She is. And
sponsored by.
Yeah, Marty's drinking mango water today.
Yeah, mango-flavored water. Carbonated, 0 calories. That's a salute to Emma.
And it's Nodoff in the left corner. And she's going to have to back out. And now Reesop's going to post up.
Nothing wrong taking your time to throw it away. That's not what I was going to say.
Yep.
I was going to say nothing wrong with taking your time. And listen, guards have to understand, if there's no passing angle, dribble it out, get the angle, and then come to the ball. Not that there's been pressure put on the half-court offense by either team so far.
Yeah, Adlin wanted to get it to Bryn Carlson, but Bryn moved just as the pass was going. Here's a three, top of the circle, no good. And the ball gets bounced out of there. Emma Reesop was keeping it alive, and it's going to remain with Markesan.
That's the
Resop's
correct
got to
call.
be careful. She has 2 fouls here, although there are 3
Yeah.
girls from Markesan with 2 fouls.
You know, and I talked about Mayhem Noldoff doing the same thing, reaches and getting in foul trouble. Don't do the reach.
Here's the
Use your
Hornets
feet.
driving to the basket. Shot off
Tough
glass.
shot.
Good by Riley Hoffman.
Hey, the offense starting to click.
So it's now tied up 10-10. And here's Bryn Carlson to
Have to
Noldoff.
have angles.
Right side, Brooks with it. Brooks making a move. One dribble, stops. Cross court to Bryn Carlson. Here's Noldoff. Going to drive into the lane, stops, tries to, I think, pass it. It was stolen away by the Hornets, and we're going to have a Ripon foul. I think the girl, Carly Olson, stole the ball away.
Well, because
and then-
Noldoff stopped. She had a drive. She had a lane, and then she stopped. And I'm thinking, is she trying to pass or shoot? And she didn't do either, and they got it ripped out of her hands.
And Noldoff gets the foul, her first. Hey, good hustle there by Emma Resop to almost intercept the ball, but the Hornets get up with it again. And here's Jenkins. To the top of the circle, right side, goes to Belter. Now to Jenkins. Here's a 3 left wing. Looks good. It is. By Riley
If you're
Hoffman.
Ripon, you got to close out on people. You're just giving them so much space that they're comfortable shooting the ball.
Now Bryn Carlson's trapped in that baseline right side. Now it's going to be Resop taking a move, but her pass is tipped by Moldenhauer and picked up by Hoffman.
You know, if you had a left hand, you could cross over and then go to the rim.
And Hoffman's going to go to Belter. And what's she going to do with it? Go back now to Hoffman. Markesan has scored the first 5 here in the second half. Into Moldenhauer. She's going to try and get it up there, but she's fouled on the play.
Yeah, Resop's going to sit with her third. Finally, they're blowing their whistles, but also they're feeding the big, too.
Nope, the foul, Marty, is going to be on Edla Noldoff.
Well, that's
second.
fine.
Yeah.
That's fine because it was on Resop.
Noldoff second, team second of the half. Lauren Moldenhauer is going to get 2 free throws. She has 1 basket today, and that free throw is no good.
Only
so
one.
she gets a second.
Okay.
Yeah, only
but
2
then
points.
again, there was only 8 points at the half.
Yeah. They tried to feed her. She had the ball a couple of times, missed a shot. Some of the passes were a little high.
It seems she made more than one.
Here's the second one, and this one is good.
Good looking
by
free throw.
Lauren Moldenhauer. But it's now a 6-0 run for the Hornets to begin the second half. Here's Resop with it. She's going to make a move into the lane. She stops, and she's double teamed. She did travel. Now to Carlson in the lane. Her shot is up and no good. And she will go to the free throw line. Yeah, Emma.
She shuffled her feet when she pulled up. When she got walled up on D, shuffled her feet. But like I said, these refs did not come to bring their A game today.
Wow. The foul is going to be on Brianna Belter. Her first, check that, her third, team's first.
Ripon not shooting free throws worth a darn here
and you
today.
had mentioned
in the first half they did not shoot well.
Yeah, you mentioned Ripon has to shoot better at the free throw line if they're going to win this, and this one is first one was no good.
And normally they are. If you look at Carlson, Noldoff, and Resop, who often get to the line, they are pretty much, good percentages.
At least making 3 out of 4 anyway. Carlson with the free throw makes it 14-11, so Ripon is not shut out in the second half. Here's a shot from the baseline, no good. Carlson smartly lets the ball go out of bounds. It'll be Ripon's possession. 15:27 remains here in this second half.
14-11. It's a 1-possession
14-11.
game, Ripon trailing.
Here's Adele Miner came into the game for the Tigers, and Resop went out. So here's Brooks with it.
Where you
into the
going?
lane, left side. Backing out now is Noldoff. To Brooks, to Carlson.
Good screen.
She's going to do a little jumper. No good. Rebound out of there to the Hornets, Carly Olson.
Gatsky, she did that in the first half, too. Proper screens.
So here's Olson again with it.
Inside out.
Driving into the lane, shot off glass, no good. I think that's Harper Dornfeld, the freshman, and she will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Markesan looking better in their half-court offense here early in the second half.
And the foul on Ripon's Libby Gatsky, second personal, third team of the half.
They've gone away from trying to feed the post, at least early on in the second half, Markesan, and their dribble drive, they're just blowing by the Ripon opponent on the closeout.
First point of the game for Harper Dornfeld. And she will get another one. Emma Resop just came back in. Adele Miner goes out, and the second one's no good. Riesup runs down the rebound for the Tigers. Gets it to Carlson, who will bring it up for Ripon. It's in the left corner now for Nodolf.
I think Markesan has done a really good job. Good move by Riesup.
Riesup drives into the lane, misses the shot though. Rebound run down by Gatsky. Now here's Carlson. She will bring it back out to Riesup again. To the baseline, shot is up, no good. She drew a foul.
She got a great screen. I'll tell you right now, Gatsky is looking really good, helping out her teammates with good ball screens. Now, well, that one wasn't a ball screen. I take that back. It was before that with Carlson. This one, she sealed off the big Moldenhauer and allowed a lane for Riesup to attack the rim. Got fouled, shoots two.
These free throws are very important, and Emma Riesup drains the first one.
How many times have we said that?
And so she gets another one. The foul, by the way, Lauren Moldenhauer, the senior, her first personal second team of the half. And the second one is good by Emma.
Soft touch.
Now Ripon's on a press.
They don't know how to do it. I mean, they just...
And Markesan will
They're letting
the press.
ball. You don't let the ball reversal to the first player happen without being challenged. Look at that backspin on that jump shot by Markesan to go up by 5.
And that's a 3 by Harper Dornfeld as well. And now it's 18-13 Hornets.
They're getting great looks on their threes. No pressure. They're getting free looks.
Here's Bryn Carlson now. Goes to Riesup. She's going to drive the basket. Nope. She brings it back out to Nodolf in the lane. Out to Reese Brooks. 3, short.
She didn't jump into it.
Who's running down to it? Carlson touched it last. It's out of bounds to
Brooks
Markesan.
Jumped out of her shot. There was nobody by her. You need to go into your shot. Do they know who they're guarding on this press?
All right. Well, before we get to that, we have a timeout. I think Markesan's taking a timeout to take a check of this press and how to beat it. The timeout comes with 13 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the second half. And our score is the Hornets 18, the Tigers 13.
Yeah, so Jenkins, Olsen, and Moldenhauer all average about 8 points a game. And then Moldenhauer also averages 8 rebounds to go with those 8 points. And then Peyton Jenkins is second in rebounds and second in assist. So, and also 8 points a game. So she's kind of like their Bryn Carlson for Ripon. We talked about the other conference, the Trailways West. We're winding down our season of games that we're going to be doing here. We're going to have next week. We'll have the boys, I believe, right? Or is it the girls playing Plymouth? The girls on Friday.
Yeah, next week Friday. Yeah. The Ripon channel will have a couple of college games though.
Yeah, I'm just talking about high school.
Yeah. All right, here is a shot left side. Dornfeld missed it. No good. Carlson gets the rebound.
They got to stop giving easy looks to their shots because they are going to fall for Markesan. They have been.
And that looked like it was a travel by Carlson. The shot goes up
rebound by Carlson.
Nodolf, and she gets the rebound. Now she's called for a travel.
And look who made the call.
I know.
She's got her back to the ref at midcourt making the call where the other two didn't blow the whistle.
That was a makeup call.
I don't know what it was because I don't think this crew has makeup calls.
Oh, there's a steal by Reese Brooks. Bounce pass to Carlson. Shot off glass. Good!
See, over here, Brad's buttered. Great steal by Brooks in anticipation.
Ripon needed that. Now Markesan is able to get it across the timeline with Carly Olsen. And then a pass stolen by Libby Gatsky. And trying to pick it up was Adlin Nodolf. It goes out of bounds off Markesan, and it's Tigers ball.
Turning into a little bit of helter-skelter.
Well,
Ripon is with that press.
And they trail in the game, so they need the press. They need the ball.
If I'm Ripon, I'm just going to – you can screen a zone. I'm going to screen it, and I'm going to let Carlson shoot threes.
Here's Gatsky. Nodolf went down somehow.
Well, what do you mean somehow?
Goes back out to Riesup. I didn't see how she tripped. That's what I mean.
I didn't either. So I fully expected, though.
It's a big boom on the floor. All right, here's Carlson in the lane. Shot up, no good, but she drew a foul.
If Davis put the ball in her hands, they can compete in this game.
So the Lauren Moldenhauer, the senior, gets the second personal foul for Markesan. And Bryn Carlson will get 2 free throws here. Again, very important, being down by 3. The first one is no good.
Got to have him.
Coming in for the Hornets, Brianna Belter, 5'10" junior.
I might have to restate my prediction of final score
Of 36.
I thought it was going to open up a little more, which it has, but not enough.
Bryn makes
36.
the second. So Bryn has 8 points tonight, 8 out of the 16.
See, I don't get that. Go ahead and deny her. Don't stand in the middle of the court and guard nobody.
Riley Hoffman gets it across the timeline. She'll do a little jump shot, no good. Bryn Carlson the rebound.
Now, what it's doing, it's...
And she'll go to Brooks. Brooks to Reesop underneath. Shot. Oh, no good. And Nodolf runs it down after Moldenauer tipped it. And Nodolf is in the lane. I think she was trying to pass, but there's a foul call.
Let's talk about that press. I don't think Ripon in the backcourt is doing a particularly good job of it, but the residual effect, they're breaking it because they're not doing a good job, and they're rushing their shot, Markesan, and they're taking off-balance shots. So indirectly, it's working quite nicely. They say pressure will hurry up the opposition. It's doing it.
Yeah, exactly. And so Nodolf, I thought she was passing. They gave her 2 free throws, and she makes the first, and she also makes the second.
She wasn't looking at, she was facing her team's bench on the contact. Yep.
All right, well, the press is working, but...
Well, sort of.
Dornfeld will get it back now to, that's Hoffman, who brings it up. Oh, she's going to take a 3. And look at that, top of the circle.
Look how comfortable she was. She was lining it up. Nobody's closing out.
And she put that 3 right up and in.
I don't think Markesan has a layup in the second half. Everything has been a jump shot.
Now Reesop tried to get it to Carlson, but it was knocked out of bounds by Peyton Jenkins.
Everything's been a jump shot. In every one of those jump shots, Markesan has been very comfortable and allowed time to line up their shot and take it.
Taylor Modrow comes in now for Markesan. Inbounding is Carlson, right side under the basket, goes out on top to Adeline Nodolf, and she will go left side Brooks.
Good screen.
And stops.
Didn't take it.
Restops out on top to Carlson Nodolf. And Nodolf's going to drive in the lane. Dumps it off to Brooks for 3. No good.
She went
running
into the
down
shot.
the rebound is Gatsky on the right side. Tipped away. Gatsky's double team.
Should have let it go out of bounds.
And we're going to have a timeout taken by the Tigers. A smart one is Gatsky had no way to go.
Good job by Gatsky to run it down. And quite frankly, when they knocked it out of her hand, let it go out of bounds.
Well,
that way you can calmly, because they had her pinned against the out of bounds line on a trap. But Coach bailed her out with that timeout. It's a one-possession game, 11 minutes and change. Nothing's changed really from the first half other than because that backcourt pressure that Ripon's putting on, that I wish they would deny the first option on the pass, and they're not. They're letting that reverse pass after they initially get the ball when it's inbounded to pick up their dribble. They're letting the next obvious closest person catch the ball. The whole idea of that is to not let them do that and make them have to make a pass to their second option. That's not being done. But, like I said, because Markesan is able to break that pressure easily, they are going right to the rim with not good decision-making. They're taking tough shots.
The timeout came with 11 minutes, 18 seconds to go in the second half. Carlson got the inbound to Nodolf and then got it back. Emma Reesop for 3. No good.
No.
Rebound is Carlson. She's going to get it out. Nodolf's hustling for it. It's loose, and Reesop picks it up.
Oh,
now
move it.
And Brooks down to the baseline. Jump shot blocked. And the ball's on the floor. We're going to have a held ball, and the Tigers will retain possession.
I'd like to see Brooks, when she catches the ball, make the decision, whatever it's going to be, sooner.
And Bryn Carlson will inbound it for the Tigers underneath her basket left side. Carlson will... Oh! Emma Reesop was wide open, but she wasn't looking. But anyway, goes into Nodolf to Brooks. Now Reesop right side.
How can you not be looking on an inbounds?
And now Reesop gets it back on the give and go. The ball's, she still has it. No, down she goes. Oh, she hit her head. Yep, you got to stop that one. She fell hard.
They don't want to travel. They got to pivot under pressure. I wasn't sure she hit the back of her head, but we'll see.
I think she did. Ooh,
her shoulders.
Well, let's see what they're going to do.
She's pointing to her shoulders.
Yeah, I guess so.
No.
Well, she's going to stay in the game. They're going to allow her to stay in the game?
Well, normally you don't.
Correct, when they stop the
In fact,
clock.
I thought it was a rule. You don't have the option.
Well, on a matinee Saturday,
I think this. Says all about the officiating crew. It says everything that I've been saying.
All right, so Markesan will get the inbound again. And
rub some dirt on it, I guess, is their old school thought, the referees.
They get it across the timeline.
There it
Hey,
is.
Reesop with a block.
That's the example of what
and
I'm
now
talking
it's
about.
3-on-2 Tigers.
Almost
the pass
threw
to
it away.
Reesop. She drives to the basket, lays it up, and good!
What a shot that
Emma
was.
Reesop.
On the step through and to finish it off.
Oh, especially after she hit the floor so hard.
That's a heck of it. Look at this.
Now Reesop again. She tries to steal the ball.
Well, the problem was that ball was going out of bounds off of Markesan, and we tried to save it, and therefore Markesan will maintain possession.
Wow. I tell you, all that hitting to the floor, I didn't know about Emma, and then boom.
She didn't hear
I love
that.
energy. I thought she did, but
No,
okay.
no.
We move on, and Riley Hoffman has it for the Hornets. The Tigers just down by 1 now, if you hadn't noticed, as we hit the 10-minute mark here of the second half.
Hoffman, she's about the best. In fact, she is the best ball handler for the Hornets. I call them bumblebees. Now a silly reach by Gatsky.
And do we have a foul? We do.
Yeah. Yep.
And it is on Libby Gatsky. For Libby, that's her 3rd personal and the 4th team foul of the half. Sarah Parafinic comes in the game. Gatsky out.
No, Flanagan, isn't that? No.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, you are correct. Flanagan.
Flanagan's got to take a can of spinach, man. When there's a loose ball, I want to see her going to the floor. You can't be taking your time like you're golfing.
And to the right side, now to the top of the circle is Belter with it. Now to the right, that's Olsen. Going to make a move.
Reach.
Hoffman, left side again, Belter, Hoffman. Ripon remains in the man-to-man, now making a drive. Oh, good defense by Carlson, but she's going to get a little too tight. And it's called for a foul.
Yeah, I think the left hand on the ball was good, but I don't think she even knows she had her right hand touching her waist.
But
I was just glad to see this official blow a whistle and make a call on a foul.
So for Bryn, that's her first personal, 5th team. Each school, or each team with 5 fouls at the half, and timeouts remaining. Ripon has 3, Markesan 4.
Okay, Ripon doing a better job. There's a steal by Carlson.
Yep, she had it and ran it down, and she's pushing it up. She's going to do a jump shot in the lane. No good.
Good take.
But the rebound by Carly Olsen of the Hornets.
They're doing a better job now. They're not giving that open look for the jump shot, the 3 and the long 2.
Here's Hoffman with it. Goes to the right corner, making a move, and a jump shot. Olsen off glass, no good. Moldenhauer, the rebound up, no good. She got a rebound again, lost it out of bounds, but it looks like Ripon touched it last.
We're saying it's off of Carlson. All right, he was right there.
So Markesan will inbound the ball underneath her basket left side.
I don't like guarding the inbounder. I think it's a waste of time. Zone the basket. You get screened and they get the uncontested layup sometimes.
And the pass
she could have gone to Hoffman right there for a layup.
Goes way out on top to Hoffman, now to Belter. And it's Hoffman again. Bounce pass. Oh, she was lazy on grabbing the ball, looking before grabbing it.
And one, it wasn't a good pass, and 2, there's no excuse for not catching it.
And it's out of bounds, turnover to the Tigers. So
now,
Ripon looking to take the lead on this possession.
We talked about this. Transitional opportunities off of Markesan's mistake. Can they capitalize?
Here's Emma Reesop going left side. There's a 3 by Flanagan. Short. And the rebound comes out of there to Belter. She'll give it to Riley Hoffman, who brings it up for the Hornets.
You got to close on him now. You don't give him that comfortable space. Don't give it to him. There you go.
And bounce pass here. This is a 3 left side. No good. And Carlson had it. It's out of bounds to...
Better be Ripon's ball.
Yep.
They don't know what to say.
No, it's out to Markesan.
Well, they missed the
Carlson
call.
Hit it last.
No, she didn't. It was off of number 12, I believe. That's her number. I can't tell. She's got her jersey tied. Good
I think
Lord.
It is 12, Brianna Belter.
Brianna Belter knocked it out of bounds in front of the ref, and I don't know if he was looking at his wristwatch or what he was doing.
That timeout comes now with 8 minutes and 16 seconds to go in the second half. It's Hornets 21 and Tigers 20. Next game for the Ripon Tigers is going to be Tuesday at Waupun. That's all
and, if Ripon plays like against Waupun and Plymouth their next 2 games, they're not going to win if they play like they are today. But we've seen Waupun. I talked about it then. Ripon lost to them here. Ripon could have beaten Waupun. Waupun is not what Waupun is of old. And the same with Plymouth. I went into the numbers. Ripon has to be a little more disciplined and continue to play aggressive. And they're not disciplined today. But the adjustment they've made now is big because starting in the second half, Markesan came out. They were just comfortable shooting threes and twos. Nobody was there on defense. Now Ripon has made it more difficult for that, and all of a sudden Ripon's back into the game.
Well, Markesan will inbound the ball underneath her basket right side. And it's Carly Olsen to inbound. Where will she go? Gets it to Moldenauer on the right corner. Bounce pass to Dornfeld. Across the way, 3 Olsen. No good. In and out. And Riesop is running down the rebound for the Tigers.
Head up. Look for the ball.
Here comes Brooks. Brooks to Carlson. Going to make a move to the baseline.
I would have given her.
She backs out.
As soon as Brooks gave her the ball, set a screen for her.
Nodoff goes to Brooks, top of the circle. Right side Flanagan. She'll take a long 3. And she hits it.
Her last one was straight and just short on the iron.
That's huge as the Tigers have now taken the lead by 2.
Every and any basket by either team is huge right now, given the closeness of the game, regardless of low scoring.
Belter was in the corner, had to bring it back out now. It's Carly Olsen with it. She's going to go to Belter, making a move.
Don't
Hoffman.
get out on her. She'll shoot that.
There's Olsen again. Here's Dornfeld. Bounce pass over to the left side. Hoffman making a move into the lane.
Good defense.
Goes out. Olsen 3. No good. Moldenauer rebound up and in. So we're tied. 7 minutes remaining in the second half. At 23. Here's Nodoff. Dumping it out to Reese Brooks. 3 on the left side. Good for Reese Brooks. All of a sudden we have an offensive juggernaut.
Brooks's last two threes, the first one fell short, but she's gone into the shot as we get a missed pass and a steal by Noldoff for Ripon, and she's pushing it.
And she is, and she's going to go to Brooks on the wing.
You're
left
wide
side.
open. You're wide open.
Flanagan 3. Good. Hits another one.
3 threes in a row. One by Brooks and 2 by
Brenna Flanagan, the junior.
Nice
and Ripon,
pass.
don't look now, up by 6. But on the other way, a nice move by Harper Dornfeld. A layup on the left
Ripon
side.
Didn't get
She's
back.
fouled.
Ripon has to get back. It was a 3. Get back. You got to hustle. You can't jog. Got to run. Now they hit 3 threes in a row.
Flanagan got the foul.
And they're getting great looks. They're getting the looks now that Markesan was getting early in the second half on good looks on threes. And the other thing I wanted to comment about, Brooks has taken 3 attempts at the three-point shot. Her first one, she jumped out of it. Her next 2, she was just short. The one after that, she made it. There's a missed free throw there by Markesan. Neither team really looking really good from the charity stripe here this afternoon at the matinee.
Yeah, Gatsky run down the rebound. Here's Nodoff with it.
Good
She's
wall
gonna
up there.
back up. Goes to Carlson, top of the circle. And Carlson dribble it off her leg.
Got a break.
Flanagan picked it up. Here's Nodoff with it.
There's no panic here.
There's a 3 by Gatsky off the front of the rim. No good. It
That's
goes out
Ripon.
of bounds to
That's Ripon ball.
Markesan.
I think he missed the call. Do you? My cameraman agrees with me. Yeah, he missed that.
Well,
no surprise.
They're claiming it was off Nodoff.
I know they are, but I can tell from up here.
Yeah.
No. I can tell with that official, I can pretty much expect it.
All right, here's Jenkins bringing it up for the Hornets. She's guarded by Nodoff. Quickly now to Hoffman. Is that a 10-second? No, it's a timeout taken by the Markesan Hornets. Yeah, it was slow count. Is that what you're going? All right, the timeout with 5 minutes
I would have
and
had
42
a Jimmy
seconds.
John sub done by the time that 10-second count was done.
5:42 remains in the second half. There's the timeout.
The 3 ball, 3 in a row.
Yeah.
And there's quick 9 points by Ripon. The junior off the bench, back-to-back, Flanagan. And before that, it was Brooks I talked about earlier.
And Ripon now with a 29 to 25 lead.
If you're Ripon, you got to tell yourself, listen, there's no shot clock. Let's get our spacing down, and let's understand, if we don't turn the ball over because of our own doing, we can win this game today. And that's what they have to be mindful of. Take care of the ball, verbally talk to one another on defense, and don't be throwing the ball away in the half-court offense.
All right. Tried to get it underneath the pass.
Like that.
And the pass was tried to Brianna Belter, but way over her head, out of bounds. Ripon ball.
Lou Alcindor would have had that. Here we go.
So Ripon, after the turnover, they have a 4-point lead and the ball. Here's Adeline Nodoff coming up for Ripon, over and out of Brooks. Left side is Carlson.
Set that screen. Look at that screen. Good screen.
There's Flanagan. She's going to try another three. Off the glass, no good. Rebound out of there to Jenkins.
Hey, no jogging here. Get back on D. Don't run even with the ball.
Jenkins will go to Belter. Belter to Hoffman to Dornfeld. Left corner with it is Jenkins. Bounce pass here to Olsen. And now making a move in the lane.
Wide
bringing
open.
It back out was Jenkins.
She wants it. Hoffman's wide open if she
There's
wants
Olsen up with a shot, and she's fouled on the play.
Easy
Looks
call.
like Adeline Nodoff on the foul.
Easy call.
So for Nodoff, third personal, seventh team. Markesan will be in the bonus on the next Ripon foul if it isn't a shooting foul. This one is, and Carly Olsen will shoot.
I would have
two.
had Resop out there. As long as their big was on the bench, I would have had Resop out there.
And the first one's no good. Resop's coming into the game now, and Flanagan is going out. And
Hot shooting
Brenna. Yep, that's for sure. Hit 2 out of 3 there in her time on the floor, and much needed. And it's good. The second one by Carly Olsen.
So one possession game. Hey, get that dribble lower. Let's go.
Here's Nodoff with it on the wing left side. Gonna have to make a move. She does. Going down to the baseline. She's gonna shoot it up. No good. Resop had it, lost it. It's bounced around out there.
Yeah, Resop took it from Gatsky.
And eventually coming up, it was Harper Dornfeld for the Hornets. And there's a three, left wing. No good. Rebound to Carlson.
Nice job, Carlson, on the one.
She's going to push it up. Center court. Dishing it off. Brooks three, left wing. No good. Resop, rebound up. No good. And the rebound comes out of there to Jenkins. Jenkins the other way. Down now to Olsen. Olsen, top of the circle, swinging it around to the Hornets. As they look to make a move here, there's Dornfeld with it. Cutting across the lane, and an offensive foul called on Brianna Belter. She cut across the lane, got the ball, and hit the Ripon defender a little hard, and she gets the charge. Her fourth personal, too, by the way. And it's the sixth team foul of the half. So Ripon retains that 3-point lead, 29-26. Here's Brooks, Gatsky. Tries to get it to Reese up underneath, but it was a little ahead of her. She saved it from going out of bounds, but Moldenhauer picked it up. And here come the Hornets. Making a move to the basket. Dornfeld shot is up. Good by Harper Dornfeld.
The defender for Ripon got beat off the dribble to the baseline, and that was the beginning of the successful play.
Now Gatsky over now to Nodoff. Brooks. A three, no good by Gatsky. Carlson runs the rebound down, but it hit her foot.
When I see her, I'm going to tell her, you always recover a loose ball by grabbing it, not with the dribble, and that's why they turned it over.
So Markesan has the ball and an opportunity to take the lead. Oh, but the pass is too high for Jenkins. Gatsky gets the steal.
Run with her.
Here's Carlson. She's going to lay it up. Right side, no good. Moldenhauer the rebound, and a Ripon foul on the loose ball.
Good idea by Carlson.
So for Bryn, Marty, that's her second personal, and it's the eighth team. So now Markesan goes to the free throw line. And you talked about early how important these free throws are for both teams.
How hard it is to say, yeah.
Yeah, that too.
They missed probably a half dozen points in the first half on the free throw line on bonus and the shooting fouls.
Hey, by the way, it's the foul's actually going to be on Libby Gatsky, her fourth. So not Bryn Carlson.
Yeah, but I saw the same thing you did. Yeah. It was Bryn that reached in from behind on Moldenhauer.
That's what I thought.
On the rebound.
Free throw, nice touch by Lauren Moldenhauer.
I don't think the refs could compete with us up in the booth, but we could definitely compete with them on the floor.
So now we're tied, and Lauren Moldenhauer with 6 points this afternoon.
Though they are better
one.
Looking as a collective group.
And that is no good. Who's going to run down the rebound? Resop tried. It was knocked out of bounds, I thought, by Jenkins.
It was.
No, it's Markesan ball, they're saying.
I told you, this ref is not, he's beyond retirement.
Oh, my gosh.
We saw it right below us. He missed the call. He's done that.
Good hustle, Emma Resop, to keep it going, but
yeah.
It's Markesan's ball. All right. Well, Dornfeld with it. Again, we're tied. We're at 2:44 here in the remaining in the second half, folks. There's an open shot, 16-footer.
And what did I
Good
tell you?
by Riley Hoffman.
And she's been open before, and she's done the same thing.
Boy, just off the free throw line,
Ripon now,
she put it in.
Ripon now is chasing with less than 2.5 minutes.
You know, they had a 6-point lead. Nodoff got caught in the traffic, throws the ball up. Moldenhauer got the rebound. And this is an 8-0 run for the Hornets late in the second half. Over to the right side with it is Jenkins. Underneath, Moldenhauer lays it up, no good. Nodoff went to the floor, but Gadsky got the rebound. And here's Brooks taking it, little jumper on the lane, no good. Reese up the rebound. Is she going to try and go up with it? She does. She's strong, and she hits it.
Nasty rebound, and then not to travel. Quick outlet.
Jenkins
Good
now.
job by Reese.
We're tied, and this is coming down. It's a thriller. And we have Hoffman with it now to the right side. Dornfeld to Moldenhauer, but knocked away by Emma Resop. So Markesan gets the ball.
Timeout call by the Tigers. Full timeout.
And 86 seconds remaining in this one, Marty, in the second half. And it's a timeout. We are tied 31-31, and it isn't pretty, but Marty, we may hit 36 before the game is over.
Yeah. So once again, let's talk about Markesan. On Tuesday the 11th, they're at Montello, and then on Friday, Valentine's Day, they're going to be playing Rio. It could be St. Valentine's Day Massacre. Rio still without a conference win. That should go Markesan's way. Meanwhile, Ripon, same kind of schedule. They also play Tuesday. We talked about them traveling to Waupun. It's a winnable game. And then our last Ripon High School girls broadcast for the season will be a week from yesterday, Friday the 14th. And it'll be the Panthers of Plymouth coming to town. Ripon will take them on.
Well, Marty, I just want to say next Friday's Valentine's Day. You don't have to get me too much, but I'll take a Twix.
Okay. I'll do one better than that. Do you know on useless information? Do you know what they used to make the inside of the Twix with? Other Twixes that did not pass the test that were broken, and they make them into little pieces and put it inside the regular.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Well, the ball was loose, but it was picked up by the Hornets, and a three in the corner, no good.
Great rebound
by Olsen, but Resop, and great rebound.
And then the bounce pass to the guard.
And here's Carlson. Gatsky's open underneath, shot up, blocked by Moldenhauer, and she's going to be called for a foul. Lauren Moldenhauer said she went straight up. The official says, no, you didn't. She picks up her third personal.
So the feed from Carlson on a nice post up by Gatsky, and then she went right into the teeth of the lion, didn't she?
She did.
Against the big.
And Gatsky
did not make the
free
free
throws.
throw.
No good.
Well, can she do it here?
Both teams are in the bonus.
She already made a three, right?
Yeah.
She made a three today, and she doesn't shoot a lot of those. So let's see if she makes this. I think she will.
This is good by Libby.
Gives them the lead with 1:22 remaining. Pressure by Ripon in the backcourt. But look at this.
Now it's 2-on-1. To try to get the ball was Riley Hoffman to Moldenhauer, but she threw it away.
You have four Ripon players on a full court press, all standing next to one another. And just a speed dribble, and it was 2-on-1. And then Ripon got back to knock it out of bounds, evidently off the Markesan player with a 1-point lead in the ball.
And that's
approaching a minute.
That's a good way to have it for the Tigers. Here's Gatsky now. And she gets it to Reese Brooks. It's back to a man-to-man defense as well. Oh, she traveled, I thought.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, to Nodoff. Nodoff will go left side, dribbling around. They're going to wait for Markesan to foul, I believe. And now Nodoff lost the ball. It was a good defensive play. And Markesan will have it. There's a three
Wide
left
open.
wing.
Wide
Good. The rebound on the floor. Nodoff has it.
No
and
travel.
it's going to be a held ball. And Markesan will retain possession.
I can't believe the refs didn't call a no travel because she rolled with the ball on the floor.
Yeah, she did.
And no call there. And now the other ref there is saying a held ball. And it's Markesan possession
Yep,
with
Markesan possession.
under 37 seconds. And Markesan will maintain. Ripon's fortunate that they didn't get called for the travel. But like I said, this has not been a real focused group here today.
1 point lead, Ripon. 36.7 remains. Markesan inbounds way out on top. There's a three.
No.
Off the front of the rim, no good. Nodoff got the rebound.
You have the lead, play like it.
With
That's right.
30
Let them
seconds
come
to
out.
go. And Nodoff dribbling fine. Goes out to Carlson.
Don't shoot that.
Emma Reese up the right corner to Carlson. And it's going to be Nodoff with 19 seconds. And now a foul. So Nodoff will go to the line for a 1-and-1. But you got to make the first to get the second.
Yeah, and she missed her share in the first half. Let's see if she can come back. She's had games where one game she went 7 for 7. So
Carly Olsen got the foul for Markesan, her fourth, team's 8.
I think the
1-and-1.
senior will do it.
She didn't get it.
Oh, boy.
Moldenhauer the rebound. Markesan with possibilities
They
here
score,
to
they
take the
win.
lead. There's
Wide
a shot
open.
left side lane. Good
was
by
wide open.
Riley Hoffman.
Nobody had her.
No
foul?
And now a foul on Markesan's Carly Olsen in the back court.
This ref is right next to the play.
5.6 seconds remaining. And pressure on Adeline Nodoff.
Well,
She's going to
I
get
don't know.
1-and-1.
Is it pressure or not?
The fifth foul on Carly Olsen. The Markesan coach isn't too happy about that foul in the backcourt, especially.
Well, here's the deal. I think she'll make the first free throw. So
if she does, we could be in for some overtime. We'll see.
I hope not. I hope she makes them both.
I hope so too. Adeline tonight, she only has 3 points, all at the free throw line, but she has struggled some. And she gets a 1-and-1 again for the Tigers. Wow. 33 for Markesan, 32 for Ripon. Some excitement here in the second half as the game has gone back and forth. Ripon had an 8-point lead at one point.
I did not envision a game like this today.
I didn't
coming
either.
in here. I thought it was going to be a better game. I mean, come on. Markesan is 12-6 on the year, 8-3 in conference.
Well, it's one
And
of
this
those
has been
days,
nothing
one of those
but
things.
this has been an Animal House food fight with Bellucci the whole way.
All eyes on Adeline Nodoff, the senior. She gets one free throw. If she makes it, she picks up a second. Here
Muscle
we go.
memory follow through.
It's good.
I told you she'd make the first
So
one.
we're tied, 33-33. And here's the pressure-filled
There you
second free throw.
Same motion.
It's
Looks
up
good.
and no good.
Long.
Too hard. Reese up got the rebound. She shoots it up, no good. She gets her own rebound.
Boy.
It's a held ball. Ripon possession with a 1.5
Overtime.
seconds to go.
Overtime. Unless with 1.5, this is what you got.
Ripon has
You
a
got
timeout if
pass.
they want it.
They don't need it. They have a pass. They think you don't want them to think about it. Just do it. He's going to use it. Mark
Hornets will take the timeout.
it. Okay.
And is that what they're doing? What are they doing?
Listen, with what's going on?
I don't know.
Oh, what are they asking? Who called the timeout? Jesus, these refs.
Okay, no timeout?
What's going on?
Hornets timeout.
Oh, yeah, it is a timeout. And it's Markesan taking the timeout. 1.5 seconds remain. We are tied 33 all. Ripon's basketball, inbounding it underneath their basket, left side.
Okay, 1.5 seconds allows you to catch, take a dribble, and a shot. So, or pump fake, better yet, get the whistle. So what you want to do, if there's two people I'm going to go to. I'm going to run a play where I want to go to Resop. I want Resop to get a ball screen up high and come right down the lane. and do a catch and a shot without the dribble. If that's not available, I'm going to Carlson because Carlson will be money. So there it is.
Well, we'll find out what the Tigers come up with.
But you have to give a screen to either one or both of those players, and a good screen. I'll tell you, Gatsky has done the best job today in terms of ball screens. In fact, the best job I've seen all season.
Brent Carlson will inbound the ball. So we'll see where they end up with it. Here it is. Making a move. What do we got? Tigers will take their final timeout.
They're not setting a screen for one another. They're just trying to move around and get separation from the defender. That's not the way to do it. Set a screen. Again, and then force them to switch. And in the middle of that switch is when you take your shot.
1.5 seconds remains. And again, Ripon just took their final timeout.
The other play they could do, I wish they would do it. Andy Bradley goes 4 across for the 3 shot. You go 4 across facing the inbounder. You could do it at the free throw line if you want, or a little at the 3 line. And then you take your shooter step back. I would use Bryn Carlson.
Yep. You get 5 seconds on the inbound. There has to be some movement.
My first thought was
picks.
with this team when they blew the whistle, because you didn't see the definitive timeout call made by Noldoff for Ripon. I thought it was a 3 sec. It was a 5 second call done in 3 seconds.
That's kind of what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
All right. So Bryn will inbound it.
They're going 4 across.
Here we go. Some movement. They go to Brees Brooks, and they didn't get a shot off. Good defense. Well, it was good defense by the Hornets. The Tigers were unable to get a shot off, and so that gives us overtime. Here it's our first overtime game of the season.
After all, maybe both teams.
Yeah, maybe you'll get your 36.
Well, okay, here's the deal. The only reason why Ripon didn't win this in regulation is because they stopped guarding the perimeter, and Hoffman got a great look on a 3 for Markesan. And to her credit, she delivered. So Ripon has to do a better job. They haven't hurt Ripon inside like I thought they would with the size advantage. Markesan hasn't taken advantage of that, and Ripon's done a good job of defending down there. So it's the open jump shots that they're getting. Just like when Ripon hit 3 consecutive threes, they were all open looks because Markesan sagged in their zone. So let's see what happens here. If Ripon will close out under control and not give them an open look on long 2s or 3 ball, I like Ripon's chances.
You know, the other factor, Marty, missed free throw opportunities.
Yep. And to me, that's mostly in the first half, where they missed a boatload.
All right. Well, the overtime rules are 4 minutes per overtime session.
I remember when it was less than. I remember when it was less than 4 minutes back in the day.
Yeah, it used to be 3, I think.
Yep.
Anyway, then each school also gets an additional timeout. So Ripon has 1, Markesan has 2. Resop wins the jump, so the Tigers will have the ball.
So there is carryover. I didn't know that on timeouts.
They get an additional timeout. Yep. So here's
but I mean you get to keep what you had left in regulation.
Yes.
I never thought about that. Okay. Yeah, you shouldn't lose. I guess you shouldn't lose it. Good move. That's her patented move.
Making a move was Brooks on the baseline, but the shot was short. And Markesan the rebound.
Short-armed it. Too bad because she had the move beat.
The freshman came up with it.
Wide open.
Dornfeld.
Whoa.
To the free throw line, little jumper, no good. The rebound out of bounds, and it's Markesan knocked it out, and Ripon gets the ball.
All right. I'll tell you right now, if Ripon keeps giving, everybody's in the paint for Ripon on defense. If they give those open looks, it's going to be tough for Ripon.
Reese Brooks now, Gatsby. She's going to shoot a 3, and it's no good. It goes hard off the rim. Oh, Markesan saved it, and Moldenhauer got it. And she didn't really need to, but she did. And the Hornets come up with the ball, and here they come with Dornfeld. Over now to Hoffman between the circles. And Hoffman, right side, Dornfeld now. That's Belter. There's a 3, left side, shot looks good. It's pure by Riley Hoffman.
Because you gave her space. You give people space like that. Riley was comfortable.
So Markesan strikes first in the extra frame. Here's Noldoff in the lane. Goes to Gatsky. Corner 3, no good. Rebound out of there to Riley Hoffman. And now Markesan just going to slow it down. They have the 3-point lead. And Hoffman one-on-one with Gatsky to Dornfeld to Belter. They're way
Don't reach.
outside.
It's not good defense.
By the half-court line. They're in no real hurry here. There's Hoffman again. Now she's going to drive to the free throw lane. Bounce pass to the right side, Belter. There's going to be Jenkins. Dornfeld. Oh, stolen away by Nodolf. She's on the floor.
Timeout, Ripon. Ripon
And
ball.
Ripon took a timeout. Nice job, Adeline Nodolf, to get the steal. And Ripon will take their final timeout with 1:57 remains.
I want my best three-point shooters shooting three balls if I'm Ripon.
More importantly, the Tigers trail by 3, but they have the ball. Now, Brenda Flanagan's
that's why
checking
Flanagan's going in.
Yeah.
She'll be one of the perimeter weapons. But let's see if Markesan counters by saying, you know what? If they make it 2, we still win the game. So I'm Markesan coach. We are going to guard the perimeter. Nobody gets a comfortable look at a 3-ball for Ripon. That's what Markesan's job is.
Yeah, that's what they have to do with this 3-point lead. That was a big 3 by Riley Hoffman. She's had a good night, by the way.
She's open. I mean,
15 points, 15 out of 36.
And when I say open, she was still being guarded. But the defender for Ripon said, you know what? I'm going to be 4 feet away from you. I'm going to put my hands up, even though it looks like I'm guarding. She knew she wasn't being guarded on the 3. Make him put it on the floor.
So
Hoffman's their best dribbler, too. I get that on the dribble drive.
So Brent Carlson will inbound it for the Tigers to Nodolf in the backcourt, and she crosses
What
the
are they going to run
timeline.
here?
So Carlson over to the right.
Boy,
on the wing.
fake left, go right if I'm Carlson.
Resop was posted up, but
Yeah.
they couldn't get the ball to her. Carlson, Nodolf, drive to the lane.
You got a lot of time.
Carlson
There's a
3 looks off. It's going to be rebounded, though, by
Get up.
Hoffman of Markesan.
Don't reach. Don't send her to the free throw line.
And she gets it now to Dornfeld, and there's a foul
We reached.
on Nodolf.
There's a minute and a half left. There was no reason to do that. Let's go.
So with the foul, that's the 4th on Adeline.
Yeah, we don't care about the foul so much as now they can make it a 2-possession game.
But it is 1+1. It's a bonus for Harper Dornfeld, the freshman.
Big opportunity for the Hornets to get a 2-possession.
And they make that first one. And Harper tonight, or this afternoon, has 9 points now. And she gets an additional free throw, the bonus. And it is no good. Resop the rebound to Brooks. Ripping down by 4.
Now it doesn't matter. A 3 or a 2 makes no difference in a 2-possession game. But you don't want to be dribbling around. You want to set a screen and take a shot.
Flanagan to Carlson.
There's
the
the
screen. And Carlson, she traveled. Oh, she put it up and in. Doesn't matter.
They allow that's like a sideways Euro step. I'm telling you, it's a dribble jump stop.
And now a bad pass for the Hornets out of bounds to the Tigers.
Now
it
here's
should
their
be.
chance.
Yes, it is.
They can tie with a 2.
Oh, my.
Tie with a 2. Win with a 3.
Oh, my. So the Tigers down by 2 under a minute, 37-35. Here's Flanagan on the wing right side.
Lots of time.
Goes to the baseline.
Well,
and it's stolen away.
Why would you go away from the screen to the baseline and pick your dribble up?
Belter stole it away for the Hornets.
That's a tough pill to swallow right there.
Now it's Hoffman with the ball way out on top.
Yeah,
she will bounce it to Dornfeld. Dornfeld underneath to Moldenhauer. She's stuck, but she goes way out on top. What do we have?
Let's see if Brooks is called for it. She is.
It's a Ripon foul with 31.6 remaining.
Decent free throw shooter, too. The issue here is if she makes both, it's going to be hard to win for the home team. If she makes one,
Resop got the foul, her third.
Ripon can send it to double overtime.
Moldenhauer's free throw is no good. Now the Markesan's in the double bonus because there was 10 team free throws.
I saw the ref holding up the sign.
So Lauren misses that one. She has 2 made free throws tonight.
This still doesn't
this afternoon.
Doesn't do that much harm for Ripon.
The second one is no good as well. And Flanagan runs the ball down. Reese ends up with it. Reese Brooks over to Carlson. 26 seconds. Ripon down by 2. Nodolf takes a jump shot. No good. She's fouled on the play. So she'll be shooting 2 free throws with 22.6 seconds remaining. Riley Hoffman gets the foul, her third person.
Don't foul the jump shot if you're Markesan. Now she shot good free throws just a moment ago.
And the first one is good for Adeline.
Seems to be locked in from those miscues in the first half. Good job by the senior.
Here she comes with another one. And a
Nope,
long rebound, bounced out of there, and Dornfeld ended up with it for Markesan.
Yeah.
Bounce pass to Hoffman. Hoffman is fouled by Reese Brooks with 17.2 seconds remaining. And remember, the Hornets get 2 free throws.
Yeah. And remember, if they make both, Ripon can tie.
Hoffman comes to line.
So Reese Brooks first personal.
But
And Riley Hoffman at the line. First free throw attempt.
Early on she touched the ball, but Carlson hasn't really touched the ball at all here in overtime.
First free throw attempt for Riley Hoffman, and she made it. 16 points for Riley Hoffman, the junior, 5'7".
You can go double overtime with a 3. You got almost 18 seconds.
Oh, she makes the second one. So now the lead is 4 with 17.2 seconds to go. No, it's 3, 39-36. So Ripon needs a 3. There's a long 3 by Carlson. No good. The ball is bouncing around. Moldenhauer ended up with it for Markesan, and she's going to get fouled by Nodoff with 5.7 seconds remaining. So Carlson had the 3, but missed it, and Markesan got the rebound. And then the foul. So Lauren Moldenhauer will go to the line to shoot 2. The foul is on Adeline Nodolf. She fouls out of the game with 5 points tonight, or this afternoon, all on free throws. And here's Moldenhauer's first free throw. She gets 2, and she missed it.
There's no pressure on her to make these.
Ripon has no timeouts remaining either.
So they should be talking. They should already know what they want to do on the outlet. And nobody for Ripon should be running down the middle of the court. You run the wings to receive the long outlet pass and then shoot the pill.
Here's the free throw. No good. Comes off hard. And Markesan ended up with a rebound. Moldenhauer has it. And she goes out on top, and that's the game. The free throw by Lauren Moldenhauer, hard off the back of the rim. And the Hornets got the rebound and ran out the clock. And that is our final score. Markesan 39, Ripon 36 in overtime. So the victory for the Hornets puts them at 13-6 overall. They remain 8-3 in the Trailways West Conference.
That's
for the Tigers.
That's the toughest loss we've seen this year by Ripon, and a game that so many opportunities to win this, and just didn't come to fruition. So give Markesan credit for gutting it out, because whoever was going to win this was going to be gutting it out. And Hoffman is clearly the best player on the team, and they got the ball in her hands when it mattered. She made the big 3 when it mattered, and then she made the free throws when it mattered. And so give Hoffman the MVP for this game for Markesan. Did a great job.
So the Tigers with the loss go to 6-15 overall. They remain 2-7 in the East Central Conference. Scoring.
And the funny thing is, I just want to continue with Riley Hoffman. She's not in the top 3 in scoring. She's not in the top 2 in rebounding. She's just the best player, and she did what needed to be done when it needed to be done to get the win. She is second on the team in assists. So I tip my hat to her.
So the Hornets with 39, scoring looks like this. Carly Olson, she had 4. Riley Hoffman, she had 17 points for Riley this afternoon. 3 of them threes, so 3 threes. Brianna Belter had 2. Harper Dornfeld had, 9. Taylor Modrow 1. Lauren Moldenhauer had 6. So for the Tigers, they had 36 in this game, and Bryn Carlson had 10, Reese Brooks 3, Brenna Flanagan 6, Emma Resop had 8, Libby Gatsky 4, and Adeline Nodolf had 5. So the final again was the Markesan Hornets 39 and the Ripon Tigers 36. Well, again, the Tigers' next game is going to be Tuesday at Waupun.
Yep. And then we'll get them home on St. Patrick's.
Valentine's Day.
It's a red day, not a green day.
Yeah.
On the 14th. They'll get Plymouth and see if they can play a little better.
So that's how it is this afternoon. All right. Well, we want to thank Patrick and his son for doing the engineering here today to get us on the air. Everything went well. We appreciate them very much.
Yeah, they did do a good job.
And so it's over and done with. And we thank you, the watcher and listener, for being with us at Ripon High School this afternoon. So the final, Markesan Hornets 39, Ripon Tigers 36. For Marty Ernzer, I'm Lynn Krause, and thank you for watching and listening to Ripon High School girls basketball on the Ripon Channel.